Atlantic Firearms, we get asked a lot of questions about AKs, and one of the more popular questions or prevalent questions is, will my AK mag fit with my rifle? And it's a hard question to answer. Going to go over a few basic differences between mags and guns, just so you have a better idea of what's going on with it. We're going to divide it up into two topics. One is going to be the firearm, and two is going to be the mag. Basically, the AK-47 series has been produced over the last 60 or 70 years. So the tolerances from factory to factory, year to production, countries is going to be all over the place. And that's between, the receivers, the bolts, the magazine catches, and so forth. So it's hard to say, will my mag fit all AKs? It doesn't work like that. It's like saying, will my round tire fit all of my vehicles? It's going to be a little bit different. But first of all, you've got stamped and milled AKs. And what you'll notice is the mag well might be a little bit larger or tighter on some or the other. So that is one of the bigger factors there. The main thing to also could be concerned with is the mag latch. Often the mag latches need to be trimmed or slightly adjusted, especially with imports. They are trimmed in order to be able to use the higher capacity magazines. And if the trimming is not up to speed, or it's not trimmed well, or there's a burr on there, it might cause problems with your magazine latching into your gun. Typically, this does not need to be fixed, but it is something to know about. So the second thing is the type of magazines that you're going to be using. A used metal magazine that's worn out is probably going to fit sloppier than a new metal magazine in your gun. So you could see magazine wobble. Also, new magazines like polymer magazines have something called overmold on them. They're specifically designed to be a little fatter than the metal magazines, so that when they lock into the gun, if your mag well is larger or it's tighter, that it's going to provide an initial tight fit. Typically, they will wear into place over a period of time. And again, that's part of the design process. If not, you can adjust the polymer magazines slightly on the sides or potentially on the back by using a file or a little bit of sandpaper. You normally want to alter the magazine and not the firearm itself, because you can always get an inexpensive mag, but you might not be able to get an inexpensive firearm. The typical point that you're going to be modifying is going to be the lower part of the back locking lug. So you'll do a little bit of light filing there, and then insert it in the gun, check for the fitment. Do not take too much off the top, because if you take too much off, it's obviously going to be loose and it could impact your feeding. So a little bit at a time, check the fitment. Normally that will solve your problem, but again, they will vary from mag to mag. All AK mags should fit in your weapon with a little bit of adjustment to the magazine and not the weapon itself. Hope this helped you with your magazine fitment questions. If you have more, stop by Atlantic Firearms, send us an email. We'll be glad to try to help you out.